Hello, hello, creative friends. Welcome to this video where I am hopefully gonna have my art in a gallery for the first time. First of all, I'm trying out this place, filming right here with this lighting. TBD if it's any good. I may be washed out. Behind me is my painting location. This is where I've been painting lately. I've got some works up on the wall, which I think look really cute here. And it's nice to be able to just visually look at what I'm creating to make sure it's all consistent, because this year I just seem to be on a consistency kick, which is exciting. I've been doing a lot of painting and a lot of work on my art business right now. So this little vlog is about that. Hopefully, we are going to see my work in a gallery. So let me tell you about what happened. Last night, I was on my computer looking at local arts organizations, trying to think like, should I join any? And I am going to. And I was looking for like newsletters and things to sign up for. I found one that had like the whole recent newsletter online. I saw a call for art for this exhibit. It is at Acadia University, which is where I did my English master's. And it's also the most recent university I've been to. Actually, that's not true. I did also work there. I taught a class there. And this is their 31st annual community art show, where it's not a juried show, so that's fine. But it's for students and faculty and alumni and community members. And I am alumni. So I was like, okay, perfect. I want to be part of this. How do I do it? So I was like really looking for like more structure, but it's just, I printed off the form. I can bring up to 3 pieces and I can list them for sale if I want to. And I have to drop them off this weekend. And that's kind of it. There's an opening show on the 8th of February for an opening night, and then it'll be up for 2 months. So, and the place where the gallery is in the Beverage Center at Acadia University, and that's where my office used to be. So I had an office in that building. I took classes in that building even before that, and there's a gallery there, and my work might be in it. So I'm saying this, it might not work, and I think I'm going to post this vlog either way, because if for some reason they're full or something happens, like, that's okay. It's not that big of a deal, but I want to show you that I'm trying, and I'm proud of myself for trying, because I saw it and I was like, what should I bring? I'm like, do I have anything to bring? And then I looked at these pieces behind me and I'm like, yeah, it doesn't have to be a big piece. Immediately I thought I should paint like a big piece. I'm like, that's ridiculous. I already have work. So I'm going to pick 3 of my square pieces that I've done lately. I think I actually might do one more. I have time. I have a bunch sketched out that I just haven't painted yet, and I might paint one of those. This one that I did with fish on it, and I think that would kind of complete the maritime theme for the 3 I'll bring. And maybe they won't be able to put up all 3. That's okay. They can put up just one. Yeah, so that's my rambly little story. That is what I'm working on. I've been also working on other things for my art business right now. So I have applied to Maker Market in Charlottetown. I was accepted to that, which is a very exciting show in April. I'm only doing juried shows for like selling products going forward. I already applied to Halifax Crafters. I've never gotten in there with my art, but our family seesaw business who's blowing up my phone? Okay, good news. Okay, I was waiting on some news. It's good news. It's all good. Okay, everyone needs to stop messaging me now. What was I saying? Yeah, Seesaw goes to Halifax Crafters, or has done a couple times. It's a really great show. That is in May. So waiting on that. I applied to a community grant for a new printer. I am buying a different printer this spring, but I thought, why not ask them for money for like a really big one? So I asked for a really big color laser printer. We'll see if I get that. And I'm also applying to TCAF, which is, the deadline is Friday. Today's Wednesday. It's the Toronto Comic Arts Festival. I'm not sure if I'll get in. I have a very small comic portfolio, but I'm really invested in finishing and publishing some comic projects that would be ready this spring, long before the show in June, I believe, in Toronto. So I'm just taking some risks. I'm applying to things I haven't done before. I'm trying to grow my art business, not just in terms of sales, but in terms of like presence, experiences, and just doing stuff. So that's all my updates. Additionally, today is a snow day here. Like, it's a whiteout snow day. Businesses are like closing early. I was planning to go nowhere today, so that is great. Also, my hand is really sore from painting because I've been using this teeny tiny little brush for most of my watercolor pieces, and I really grip it like a little pterodactyl hand because it's so tiny. I'm doing tiny work. Yeah, mainly it's this posture. So I think I need to make a grip for it. I don't have the stuff. I need to maybe get some kinesic tape, which is a bit squishier, and wrap around it to make like a bigger grip because this is hurting. And I can't, I'm too young and too early in my career to have my hands fall apart. So I also need to look up like exercises for, this is one of them, I think, where you like push resistance, carpal tunnel exercises. The idea of doing these pieces and putting them in a show is very nerve-wracking because like this is the one that I'm gonna finish. It's just got fish on it. So like any mistake would mean I don't want to put this in the show. So that's a lot of pressure on myself to not make any tiny mistake. Sometimes in art, if you make a mistake, you just work with it. But for watercolor on a white background with very small details, a mistake, you can't really fix it. If I was making this just to make a print out of it, which I do for a lot of my art, then I can clean it up in post. So it's not that big of a deal. So it's not like a waste if I make a little schmear or anything. But this idea that these pieces are going to be on display has added a new level of anxiety to me. I digress. Okay, so what we're gonna do in this video, I'll put this camera up and you can watch me paint this piece. And then probably we'll cut to, I have to go buy frames. I'll do that this week. And then I'll drop it off. We'll do that together. And then, I don't know, I guess a week later, we'll go to the opening night. Cool. Okay, let's do that.
They could have saved this for as long as this.
Oh, hey, so little update. I'm stopping working on this because I absolutely hate it. I hate everything, not everything. I just hate it so much. So, love my leaves. After I painted the four fish gold, which can you see the luster? So there's the luster in the piece. Painting these fish gray was a horrible choice. Painting them yellow and red like a circus was a horrible choice. I feel like this goldfish where they're just kind of like, what happened to me? I don't want to be here. So I'm not going to continue painting this. I didn't do the details on the goldfish because I just can't. I need to save my hand dexterity for something better. So this was very disappointing, but it has been a very long time since I've actually painted something I can truly say I hated. So it's good to get one out of the way. I feel like you're due to have them eventually. The nice thing about the technique that I'm using to paint, man, the gold is really pretty. It's just the gray fish are hideous, and it's watercolor, so it's not like I can just cover it up and paint over it easily. I'll keep this for me to glare at. I still have my sketch of this, and I could retrace it on paper and repaint it, so the design is not lost. Because I actually think the design is quite charming, with the 8 fish and the leaves and everything. I think I may adjust it so that the dots by the yellow tails are higher to make more of a circle effect. I think it's a little boxy with the dots being down lower on that particular area. Yeah, I am sorry to these fish. I'm sorry to the gray fish. I didn't mean to make you hideous. I literally thought doing the red eye around the gold eye would make it better, and it made it so much worse. It made them look like little demons. So I'm gonna put this aside, work on something else, but that's fine. I still have other pieces for the show, and I have lots of time, so I'll probably make something else. I have this sketch. I think you can probably see it. This is another marine one. It's got shells and starfish. I think this might be a better bet. I really struggle with fish and birds. They're just animals that or creatures that I just struggle with. So maybe it's better to do something a little safe like this. So I went to Ikea to buy picture frames and I absolutely forgot to film any part of it. So I'll just show you the frames that I got. Here, I'll put you on the counter. So here they are. These are the frames that I got. I got 3 of them. I can submit 3 pieces total to the show. So I think I'm gonna submit 3, but we'll see if they have room for all 3. And these are Lomviken from Ikea. It's like a metal little black frame. I don't know, I'll just show you one. Yeah, it's like a black metal frame, and the mat space inside is 7 3/4 inches square. And my paper is 8 inches square. So I think this should be a perfect size for my painting. So, and the back also isn't one of the papery Ikea backgrounds. It's like a proper back. So I think that I might still put a wire on it for hanging just to make it easier for the gallery. I'm sure they would prefer not cheap Ikea frames, but that's what's in my budget right now for a show like this. So I have 2 paintings done. I have a 3rd that I sketched today because I didn't really like the other ones I was working on. So I'm gonna maybe work on that this evening. That's kind of my plan. Oh yeah, because I filmed the fish painting and I hated it. So I drew another botanical one that doesn't have ocean elements this time. And I think I'll do a lot better on that. So that's my plan for tonight. And if I don't like the piece I make, then I'll just submit 2 and that's fine. Also, do you like my bunny sweater? I love it. I got it at Simon's with a gift card I got for Christmas. It's quite oversized, but it's got these little bunnies and I'm wearing pants that match it. And I felt really cute today. That's all. Morning, I just went to a bakery in my neighborhood because I had no breakfast food. I got a chai latte. I got a cinnamon swirl. Hold on, can you see that? Oops, I'm dropping sugar. Let me show you where I got yesterday. So this is the piece I'm trying to finish. This is how far I got yesterday. I need to finish the detail on the gooses. I need to do, there's like a dark yellow color for the centers of flowers and some details. And that's more or less it. So it's mostly done. I think this one's really pretty. I like it a lot. I'm very happy I went back and did this instead of persevering with the ugly ocean themed ones I was doing. So yeah, the little love geese, sorry, there you can see it. I think it's just so sweet. I love this one so much. I also drew another design yesterday that was strawberries in a circle. So it's not necessarily symmetrical as the ones I've been doing, which I'm just really enjoying because I feel like it's kind of like a bit of a feat. I don't know, to have such a steady hand to be able to do all this. Anyway, I'm not trying to brag about my steady hands. I'm gonna finish this, and then I need to scan the 3 pieces that I'm gonna put in the show because I want to be able to make prints of them if they sell, and I don't wanna forget to have done that. I need to frame them. I need to come up with a card to go in the back of the frames in case they do sell with like my artist info. And that's it for today. So I do want to do the strawberry painting today though. So if I can get all that done, then I'll paint strawberries after. But first, I'm gonna get done with painting. Okay, forgive my gross paint water. Here's my 3 finished paintings to submit for the show. I think they look really pretty together. Here they are. Yeah, I think they're a pretty collection. They're a little different from each other, but they have the color palette in common. So I think they kind of range in terms of complexity. Like this one's the most detailed and complex. You can see like all the little geese look really pretty. I love the florals. I love these little heart vines. I think they are so delicate and lovely. So really big fan of this one. I love this one. The lettering is not my favorite. It's just my printing. So it's me doing my best with a paintbrush to trace over my own printing because I did pencil it in first. But I think compositionally, I think it's very lovely. Again, the delicate little leaves really stand out to me. And this is where I first tried to do this technique with a bit of a gradient with the yellows. So I really love that. I think it looks quite pretty. And then this one I think is really fun. Tender Heart, Sharp Tongue. This one is from a poem by E. Cummings, which I really like. I can't remember the name of the poem. I'll put it on the screen. But the final lines of it are something along the lines of, whatever we lose, like a you or a me, it's always ourselves we find in the sea. And I always like that line, so I put that in there. This one, it just came to mind. It wasn't based on anything, and it's a much simpler design because it's just the writing without the scroll. But it just kind of reminded me of a motto for people in my family, tender heart, sharp tongue, which I thought was kind of cute. So I did lots of the gradient flowers here, which I think is really pretty. And this one has more impact from far away, I think, because it's just a bit of a simpler design, but the gradient part was more technical. This one also has gold on it, which is hard to see. It's just these little wing shapes around the edges. So it's very subtle. And yeah, so that's my collection. What do I have to do still? I need to sign all of these, maybe write something on the back of them. I'm not sure. I've never sold, that's not true. I have sold original art before, but never like a framed piece. So finishing it is kind of new for me. Yeah, I normally have just sold pieces like wrapped up, not framed. So I need to do that. Then I need to put them in the frames. And then, like I mentioned earlier, I need to design some sort of little label to go in the back of the picture frame with the piece name. I have to come up with names for these. I hate doing that, but I will. And then frame it up, and I guess that's it. I'm gonna drive them to Acadia tomorrow. Okay, I just made these little cards that go in the back of my paintings, like when they're framed. I'll put them on the back. I don't know if you can see, maybe that's in reverse, but it says my studio logo, name of the, also, I just Googled this. I don't know how to do this. Name of my studio, name of the painting by Rebecca Wilson, 2025, watercolor on cold pressed paper, Bedford, Nova Scotia. This is where I painted it. And then my website and my email. Maybe that's fine. I think they're cute. I'm gonna tape them, glue them, I'm not sure, to the back of the frames. That's just for, I'm just thinking like, so the gallery knows whose it is and what it is and where it's from. And if it sells, then they know. I wrote the same information on the back of each of my paintings, just in red pencil, because red pencil is what I use. I also signed the front of the paintings, which I hate and I feel really gross about, but I feel like it was the right thing to do. It just throws off the symmetry of the pieces. I did it in red pencil. It just says RW25. I'm gonna get over that. But I still think they're so cute. Okay, I gotta frame them. And that's it, then I'm done for the day. I already scanned them. pretty good. I should have done a horizontal label. I didn't think about that. Okay, there they are. Actually, now I need to solve for this in the back. The size is right, it's just not, that really should be down there, but I want to cover the sticker. I think I'm going to redesign these to be horizontal. I think that'll be best. Okay, I did remake them and I think that's better. It'll cover the whole sticker now. So, I'm not sure how I should attach this. If I should use glue or if I should use tape. I think probably glue. I think I'm just gonna use school glue. Honestly, I'm not gonna overthink it. Is this archival? No. Do you see me sweating? Nope. Which painting is this? Whatever we, oh, I had it right. All right, cool. Let's just do it up. I can let this dry overnight. I'm just gonna put this aside to dry. I'll do the other ones. Okay, they're all drying there. Ignore how messy this is. And I'll just pack them up, fill up the forms, and have them ready to go for tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! As a little extra note, I am attaching picture wire to the back. There's like holes in the grips on the side, which are very secure. So there's options. I don't know what they prefer. I Googled it and apparently these are not desired. Also, I hate these kind of things, but these are better than the paper-backed frames from Ikea. So I digress. I'm adding a wire. It's subtle. They don't have to use it. I'm just trying to be helpful and professional. Okay, that's it. Okay, here they are. Here's my 3 paintings. All done and ready to go. Actually, I think that one should be in the middle. Doesn't matter. This is just for me to show you that they're done. I'm so proud. I did it. I'm so proud of myself. I hope they like them all. If they can only accept one, I literally don't know which one I would pick. TBD, I guess. It's so sunny today. I just drove to Wolfville. It's about an hour and 10. Not too bad. Not too long of a drive, but I am here. I have my art packed up. It's -10 outside Celsius, so it's very cold. And I'm just gonna walk over to the gallery and drop it off. I'm not sure if I'm gonna film anything there because I'm unsure exactly of what I'm doing, so I probably will be too distracted to film. But just so you know, I'm in Wolfville. I did the thing. I have my beautiful art. I have my paperwork done, and I'm gonna go drop it off. Oops, sorry, I'm shaking the camera a lot. Look how pretty it is out. After this, I'm going to go to the coffee shop and have some breakfast, and then go visit my relatives. Bye. Okay, I did it. They took all 3 pieces, so I guess I'll come back next week for the opening. Here's the beverage center. It's really cold now. I have no gloves, so I have to go to a coffee shop. Bye. Hello, today is the day of the gallery opening reception. I'm going with my dad. We are going to drive up there together, have some dinner, and then go see. I don't really have high expectations because I think it's going to be super busy. So I think I'm maybe just going to get a picture of myself with art and we'll see how it goes. But I'm really excited. My plan for content, again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be finding room to film there, but if I do, then great. I'll show you my dinner, hopefully, and then I'll do a debrief afterwards, tell you about what my thoughts are. So that's the plan. Hope you're having a good day. It's beautiful and sunny here and a little cold, but good so far.
Thank you very much. Isn't that nice?
It's been a couple of days since my art gallery opening, or the opening of the show. I wanted to just kind of wrap up this video and tell you like my final thoughts on it, I guess. I had so much fun. I'm so proud of myself. I had a wonderful time at the opening. So here's how it went down. Basically, I went and picked up my dad. He was having a pain in his shoulder, so it was basically I didn't want us to take too long that night there, just because I knew he wasn't super comfortable. So I drove us to the thing. We had dinner, which I think I probably showed you a brief clip of. It was delicious. And then we went over to the gallery opening. It was so cool to be back in the building at Acadia because it was the building that I used to have an office in. And I don't know, I said it weird. And I also used to teach in that building. One of my lecture halls was there, so I got to take my dad to see it and be like, I used to teach in this classroom. I had a panic attack in front of my students in this classroom. So good memories. Also, forgive, I just had a shower because I was at the gym. So I'm slightly damp here. But the opening was great. We got there early. They let everyone in at 7. There was a crowd building outside. It was just a lot of older members of the community. I was very surprised that I didn't see a ton of like students or younger people. But that's cool. It was great to have people there in general. It was actually packed. There was so many people. So my dad and I kind of got in fast when the doors opened. We zipped right in. They gave us like a booklet, which I don't know where it went, but it was like a book of like all the pieces and the artists and information. We went right to my paintings, took some photos and some video. I don't mean to be self-deprecating. That's not usually my vibe, but I hate how I look in all the photos and videos from then. I was just so focused on getting to the event and everything that like I just had like a ponytail on, I had my glasses on, and I was wearing like 2 giant sweaters and my coat, and I just felt like I didn't look my best. So that was just me being vulnerable. So this is why I'm not like posting photos of me beside my art. But I am going back to the gallery to take my aunt and uncle there. So hopefully I will put some effort into not look like a shambles and take a nice photo with my pieces then. Anyways, self-deprecation, we'll wrap that up. I'm exceptionally proud of myself, regardless of any of that. I was so happy to be there. It was so cool, like once we took the photos and the room filled out with people, to see people like stop and point to my art and they're talking about it. And I couldn't hear what they're saying, but people are like looking at my work. And then we actually left pretty early just because we had to get over the road and stuff. But they did like a welcome talk and everything, and I saw footage of it, and they were standing in front of my paintings to do it. So I just felt like I had such a special place in that gallery, and I'm really proud. If you want to see it and you're in Nova Scotia, it's at the Acadia University Art Gallery, and it's open until early April, so you can go see the show. It's like a community show, and I'm again just it was interesting to have this experience and to feel as excited and proud of myself as I do, because I have traditionally struggled with feeling pride in my accomplishments. Like I'm not really sure what to attribute it to other than, oh, Blueberry is so cute right now. I'm not sure what to attribute it to other than I don't really know. But when I graduated from my master's degrees, I did 2. I didn't feel proud of myself at the end. It just sort of felt like I was doing this and I said I'd do it and I did it, and therefore that was what was baseline. It didn't feel like an achievement, like a big thing to have done. It was like saying, I'm gonna go for a walk, and then you're like, I did the walk. Okay, good job. I said I was gonna do it and I did it. But like it didn't feel like a big thing. And that's kind of troublesome because it was a big thing. And in the moment, like I remember I did go to one of my convocations, and I just like, it just didn't click for me that it was like a big ceremony. I wore like running shoes. Like I wasn't dressed up for it. And I remember standing there with all these like undergrads who were in like beautiful dresses and high heels. And I'm like, I don't, what was wrong with me? I missed the mark completely. So that's all to say that that was a while ago. And since then, I think I've done a better job in getting in touch with self-pride and pride in my work. And when I have an accomplishment, I'm actually feeling really good celebrating it. And so far this year in 2025, I have gone to a book launch of a book I illustrated, and I've gone to a gallery launch of a gallery show I have work in. So I'm feeling really proud. I'm actually doing it. And maybe the reason that I'm feeling so proud of this is because I always knew for the academics and stuff, I always knew I was smart and that I could do hard things related to school. I knew I was good at that, but I really felt like being an artist was something that was so difficult that I didn't think I was going to be able to succeed at it. So the fact that I have made moves that have created things that I consider to be success, I actually do feel very proud of that because it was something I genuinely did not think I could do successfully. So, with that all being said, it feels really nice to be proud of myself. And had I known, then maybe I would have taken more time to figure this out earlier. But it's not too late. I'm still pretty young. Not young enough, as I remind my dad when he told me, like, you should apply to grants for like young artists. I'm like, buddy, I don't think I'm just over the cutoff, I think. I'm in my 30s now. But I still appreciate that young is a relative term. Anyways, so that's sort of my rambly ending to this video. You can see some pictures behind me. This is where I've been working and painting. I still have lots more pieces in the works. I'm working on a really big one right now. Actually, do you want to see it? I haven't made any videos about it. This is the piece I'm working on right now. I don't know how much it's going to translate over camera. It's because the main subjects aren't painted yet, but it's a very busy painting full of nature and birds. The birds are not painted. So right now it's just nature. But I think it's really beautiful and detailed, and like it's up close, it's very sumptuous. So I'm very proud of it, and I'm excited to be done because I want to move on to some smaller pieces again. I was finishing like a painting a day prior to working on that, and now I'm like 5 days in working on this because the first day I was sketching it, then I did the transfer with my light pad and preliminary painting, and I'm just doing step by step. I'm so scared to paint the birds, honestly. I feel like I'm going to mess up the whole thing, which is why I'm putting it off. In theory, if I'm afraid I'm going to mess up the whole thing, I should start with the birds, so in case I do, I can then start over without having wasted all that time. But I digress. This is not what this video is about. So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for being here and going on this little journey with me of my first gallery show, learning what it is to be proud of oneself. Things that if you are interested in seeing more of me, I appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. That would mean a lot. I'm getting close to 15,000 subscribers, which is like a little bit mind-blowing. I tell people that because they'll be like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I do art and I do YouTube. And they're like, oh, like, okay, that's great. And then I'm like, not that I tell people right off the bat, I'm not like, and I have 15,000 subscribers. I don't do that. But like talking to my family and my friends, I'm like, yeah, I'm almost at 15. They're like, that's so many people, and it is. So yeah, I won't go on and on about that. If you decide to join me here on my channel, I really appreciate you. I'm trying to make lots of good content this year. I have Instagram where you could follow me there. I have Blue Sky. I just got it today, and if you haven't joined Blue Sky, let me tell you, it's a lot like Twitter, so very comfortable vibes in terms of format, not the community. But I made one post and it got likes from strangers, and they weren't even like, the organic reach just happened. I mean, let me see if it keeps happening, but people found me organically. That was wild to experience that. It's been like a decade since I've had organic reach on something. Aside from YouTube, of course. YouTube is still my home space. So Instagram, Blue Sky. I have a Substack that I'm just starting, so I'll link it. Today there's only some notes there. I haven't made any articles, but you could follow me there if you want to get ahead of the curve. And that's all I really have to promote right now. I'm doing some membership planning, revamping for this year, including like we're going to do a Patreon for like art content where you can get like a postcard, maybe a sticker tier, and like get monthly little goodies in the mail. Also got my YouTube membership where I think I'm just going to keep my course videos, like if you want to, like I do Skillshare classes, so I'm gonna keep just putting those on there. I don't think that I don't think I'm gonna cross over. I have to wind down. I have to go smooch a little bunny rabbit. She's too cute. Also, I got these stickers, these Easter stickers. Easter is like Christmas for bunny owners. I don't know if you knew that, because everything has little bunnies on it, and I'm just in heaven. So I'm gonna stop here. Thank you so much for sticking with me, for coming on this journey. I love you. I appreciate you. I'd love to hear from you. Yeah, have a good day or night or whatever.